Barclays Premier League returns on Saturday with the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Everton sit sixth, having lost just once this season, though the Toffees were left frustrated last time out when they drew a blank at Crystal Palace. That result made it 3 clean sheets in a row, but a slight concern will be the fact that it's 2 games without scoring for Roberto Martinez's side, who haven't beaten their local rivals since 2010. Liverpool make the short trip across Stanley Park, looking for the victory that would take them top for a few hours at least. The Reds brushed aside Fulham a fortnight ago to reassert their title bid, and goal correspondent Greg Stobart expects Brendan Rodgers' side to win this one.
Everton at home have shown they can win these big matches this season already. City and Chelsea stand out, of course, but Liverpool's strike force really, for me, is the best in the country at the moment, and I think the score will be 2-1 to Liverpool.
Arsenal welcome Southampton to the Emirates as first placed third. The table-topping Gunners have had 2 weeks to recover from their defeat at Manchester United before the international break. That was the first loss since the opening day for Arsene Wenger's side, who were badly affected by a virus which swept through the camp. What a season it's been for Southampton. The Saints have lost just once in 11 games and currently occupy a Champions League berth. A 4-1 thrashing of Hull 2 weeks ago prompted rave reviews for Maurizio Pochettino's side, who arrive in North London with the division's best defensive record.
Southampton have been certainly the story of the season so far. Their defence is so well drilled, and that's what will worry Arsenal coming into the game. They'll be thinking, how do we break down this Southampton team? And Southampton have the players to threaten Arsenal on the counter-attack, and a couple of teams have done that at the Emirates this season. But the thing with Arsenal is, even when they're not playing too well, they've got the players at the moment, they've got the confidence to score goals out of nothing, and brilliant goals too. And I think they'll have too much for Southampton. I think they'll win 2-0.
Saturday's action concludes at Upton Park, where West Ham United take on Chelsea. The Hammers suffered a 3-1 defeat at Norwich a fortnight ago, a result that left them perilously close to the relegation zone. Just goal difference keeps Sam Allardyce's side from slipping under the line, and an ongoing injury crisis isn't helping matters. For the Blues, the second coming of Jose Mourinho has hardly been plain sailing. Only a controversial late penalty helped them salvage a point against West Brom. Before that, the manager had questioned his selection policy in the 2-0 defeat at Newcastle.
It's always a tough place to go. Allardyce will be organised. He's already got some big results this season. They've won at Tottenham, of course. Ravel Morrison, one of the big young hopes of English football. I think Chelsea would do well to get a point out of this, and I think, knowing Mourinho, we've seen the way he's set up, for example, at Old Trafford, I think he'd take a point as well, so I'm going to say 1-1.
City were stunned at struggling Sunderland before the international break. The 1-0 defeat was their second successive away loss and means it's just 4 points from a possible 18 on the road. Manuel Pellegrini's side, though, are a very different prospect at home, where it's 5 wins from 5 in front of their own fans. Tottenham's lack of consistency continues to hamper their chances of sustaining a place in the top 4. A frustrating 1-0 home defeat to Newcastle a fortnight ago left Spurs 7th and also means they've scored just 9 goals in 11 games.
With Aguero at the moment looking as good as he's ever has for them, I think they'll probably have too much for Spurs, who, for me, they haven't had a good game this season. They have not played well at all this season. They haven't got going. Maybe away from home with the pressure off, they might have a chance on the counter-attack, but Christian Eriksen's absence through injury is a big blow to them, and I think City will score first and they might run away with it. I'm going to say 3-0 to City.
Elsewhere, Greg predicts wins for Swansea, Hull, Newcastle, Manchester United and West Brom, with a goalless draw expected at the Britannia Stadium. And remember to use the Goal Live Match Centre to keep up to date with all the weekend's action.